Hello guys, Omni here. We are finally back with Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7, the final season, on Episode 3 now. We'll be diving into that here shortly. Last week's episode, we saw the team, Anakin, Captain Rex, and the Bad Batch, trace down the signal from that first episode where they discovered what seemed to be some hint that maybe Echo is still out there and alive. And as we saw in the last episode, the team was able to find the source of that signal and found Echo trapped in suspended animation, kept alive by all of this machinery, and you could see like his limbs were replaced. He had like robotic arm and cybernetic legs. He was hooked up to all of this stuff and kept in this stasis chamber where they were just using his mind to formulate all these strategic plans to counteract the clones. And his mind itself believed it was still back on the Citadel where Rex and the team had left him for dead. And so we'll see how that comes out. That was an emotional moment there to end off on, especially knowing that he thinks Rex went back for him in that moment, but Rex, of course, didn't, and is now picking him up now. Late, many a day has passed since that time, so we'll see how they reconcile with that. We'll see how that picks up from here. And without further ado, let's dive into episode 3 of this season. Here we go. Survival is one step on the path to living.
Hunter, hold them off. I'll check on Rex and Echo. How's it going in here?
I'm still trying to decrypt Echo's cerebral interface. Until I do, we cannot disconnect him from this computer system.
Any word on the extraction squad?
We called it in, but now went back.
Oh, that's no surprise. We knew when we got into this we'd be on our own.
It's gonna get more difficult to get out of here.
Those are some strong little buggers.
Completely surrounded, sir.
Good. Send in the Decimator.
Decimator. That's a tiny little thing.
I've got it. We can unplug him now.
Oh.
Rex, what is it? I got a big headache. Better to feel something than nothing, old buddy.
It's a touching reunion, guys, but we need to get out of here now.
Oh, God.
They've reached the front door. Great. Now how do we get up there? Oh, I can help with that.
Just gonna throw people up there, probably. Yeet!
Heads up would have been nice. Whoa!
What are you doing?
Nice.
Time's up.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh. Oh. Okay. There's the. Is that it? Oh. Is it just gonna like self-destruct or what's it gonna do?
Why did it shut
There's
off?
No organic targets were detected, sir.
Oh. Okay.
The room appears to be empty.
Oh, no.
Oh. So I wonder what it would have done if it
Up here, Echo.
detected
They got access to my memory.
organics.
But I got access to the Techno Union database.
That looks fun.
I don't know about this.
This is just practice for Anakin for when he fights Obi-Wan. Oh, great.
Go back!
Nope. Oh,
Anybody got a brilliant idea?
I do have a brilliant idea. I'm hanging here. When the locals attacked us, I recorded the creature's distress call, which allows us to call those flying creatures to us.
well, that's convenient.
get on them.
How else? We jump.
They fly now. Sorry. That I just can't get that silly line out of my head when stuff like this happens.
Their leader is impressed we tamed the Keeradaks, but he wants to know why we returned here.
Tell him we had no choice. Tell him that we wore out our welcome in Perkle.
And brought the war right to them.
We have broken our word. We have brought the war to his village.
You're right. Tell him he's right, Dick. But look what the Separatists did to one of our people. They took away his freedom, his humanity. They tried to turn him into a machine. The Techno-Union claims it's neutral, but they have chosen sides. Now, your people have to choose.
Giant mobile claw machines. Oh. Get him. All right, what's this thing do? Oh. Run. These things are a hell of a lot more effective than the standard battle droids, that's for sure. Oh my god.
We've got to take out these walkers. I'll take one, you take the other.
Don't worry, General. Boyce and I can handle it. Hunter, Wrecker, you're with me. Still showing off, huh, General?
You know me, Echo.
How do we get up there? No, not again!
Oh. Holy shit.
It's hard to compete with a Jedi.
Wrecker is ridiculous.
Sir, the attack force has failed.
We must find a way to recoup on our investment.
Rex, thanks for coming after me. I'm just sorry it took so long. Hopefully it's gonna be just like old times. Yeah, just like old times.
His face didn't match that musical sting. I wonder if they can like access him remotely or something like that and use him to get information back somehow. I don't know, like he seemed sad and reminiscent in his facial expressions. But that music and what the Techno-Union leader had said give me reasons to be suspicious. So, I don't know. Those droids are, way more effective. Like, I was than just definitely the standard battle droids. Those walkers they could fly. We don't see those things too often. I don't think we've seen them anywhere at least actively in the war, not so far at least. So maybe they're newer models, something like that, something that didn't really get into production till later into the Clone Wars. I'm just trying to see, like, because I feel like these would have been a lot more useful elsewhere in their fight, unless these are specifically like Techno Union built droids, and putting those out in the battlefield willy-nilly would kind of be like, oh, I guess they're not neutral. I don't know. Let me know what you think about that. Wrecker is ridiculously strong, because I know somebody in the comments last time was like, what do I think compared to his strength compared to like what we've seen with Savage? And I don't know. I don't think we've seen Savage do something like that, where that gigantic walker just stepped down on him. Now, we don't know necessarily how much those things weigh, but good Lord, a lot. And he's just like, ha, and the ground cracks beneath him. It's just like, that's insane. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've watched the previous 6 seasons, so I can't recall if Savage did anything nearly as impressive. I know he's ridiculously strong. I just can't remember anything off the top of my head as far as like comparative to that I can remember. But yeah, man, it's ridiculous. I feel like I don't know how many people actually, the population of that village, but I feel like we saw quite a lot of casualties. So I don't know if the leader of that village would be too happy with all the body counts that we saw getting wrecked. It didn't seem like that big of a village. So I'm sure they took pretty big of a hit there. But you know, it all ends well at the end for the most part for everybody else. Anakin, of course, proves just how powerful and capable one Jedi can prove in a fight by just taking out that walker easily. Action was great. Characters are great. The moments, everything in this was really awesome. Again, just another solid episode. I'm curious to get more into the Mandalorian side of things once we get to that. I wonder how much longer we'll be dealing with Bad Batch. I heard there was like 4 episodes centered around them. I don't know if that's true or not. So maybe we got one more before we start to transition into other segments of the story, because we've been really isolated in this bubble so far. And I know we've got Order 66 to cover. We've got the Siege of Mandalore to cover. I can't remember how many episodes this season's supposed to be. I know it's not a full season. Not that I think it was like maybe, I don't know. I can't remember exactly how many episodes they said was going to be in this, but it's not a terrible amount. So we got some headway to make, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. I'm really enjoying being back in this world with these people, with this crew, with this team that's putting all this together as well, in this style, and just diving right back into it, sliding right back into the groove of things. So what do you guys think of this episode? What are your suspicions or theories or ideas about how this ended? Do you think Echo is going to be an unwilling double agent at this point? Do you think something else is going to happen? What are your thoughts and theories for how this is going to progress from here? If you know a little bit more about the background of this than I do, as far as how many episodes are in here, tell me that. I don't care to be spoiled on that part of things. If you know anything beyond that, don't tell me no as far as details of the episodes. Leave that out, please. But yeah, that's it for this episode, guys. What did you guys think? Sound off in the comments below so we can carry on that conversation after the video. And thank you guys for tuning in. If you all like this video, support the channel by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will catch you guys next week with the next episode of Star Wars: The Clone Wars. Take care, everybody. And may the Force be with you always.